I love my boyfriend. My boyfriend wakes up about 30 minutes before I do every morning. His alarm at 6:30 woke me up too. I couldn't sleep, so I got up. I walked into the kitchen where he was making his breakfast. A smile half a mile wide plastered onto his face when he saw me. Which is kind of out of character for him when he first wakes up. Usually he's grumpy, lol. "Good morning," he said, and wrapped his arms around me. Then he said, "Will you be my Valentine?" in this cute little voice, and I said yes. He told me I looked beautiful. You think I'm beautiful looking like this? Especially like that? I don't know. It's the little things. I just sometimes forget how lucky I am to have him. I used to lie about *UAL assault and other serious trauma for attention. F20 not openly but to friends. I was around 12 to 14 at the time. And when my friends sometimes got into a serious convo and shared their private life issues, I felt like I had nothing of value to share back. And I could therefore lie about the most disgusting things that had happened to me. Simply, just for attention. Then I unexpectedly found myself in a situation at 14 when something actually had happened to me. And I didn't dare to tell anyone. Because I felt like no one was going to believe me. None of my old friends ever got to know that it was all lies. Neither did I ever tell anyone what happened. Edit. I obviously regret lying about these things. Thought that was made clear. And I never mentioned any names or accused anyone with these lies. But wishing death on me for something 12-year-old me did is not going to change anything.
I'm a psychologist who wasn't able to help one child, and it has broken me. I'm a 33-year-old psychologist and hypnotherapist who has helped countless adults with depression and children as well. One child, let's call him Jack, 6 years old, would call me Hopi. My name is Hope. Ironic, isn't it, and suffered from crippling PTSD after witnessing his father getting M*righted. We spent 4 months in therapy and I was certain we were making progress, but he suddenly relapsed to his old, super quiet, stress-ridden, mentally crippled self. His mother lashed out at me, calling me a line of names and profanities, saying that they wasted money and time, and is now taking him to see someone else. I have since offered them a 50% refund, which she declined. I asked to know about the boy, which was also rudely declined. This is keeping me up at nights and I needed to vent. Thank you for reading, kind stranger.
Internet provider tells parents about porn. Hello everyone. For context, I'm M16 and live in Ireland. Like anyone else, I watch porn. Last night I was fast asleep. Then my mother walks demanding a reason for me going on adult sites. Now, to be honest with you, I had no clue what they were talking about. I actually thought, no way, they think Steam is 18 plus, right? I gave the face of complete confusion. Then when they said we got an email from provider saying someone in the house watches porn, I said, oh right. So, I don't see watching porn as morally wrong or anything. But anyways, we had an argument about how porn degrades women, and how I shouldn't watch porn because I don't know the first thing without S*X because I'm virgin. What the F***ck should I do?
My wife wants to punish our daughter for touching herself. I, 30M, have a daughter, 6F, and a wife, 28F. Last night, my wife walked into our daughter's room and caught her with her hands down her pants. My wife is very religious and thinks that masturbation is a sin. She scolded our daughter and asked me what a good punishment would be for her. I told her that she shouldn't be punished and needs to go and apologize to her for scolding her. This started an argument between us where she accused me of allowing sinful behavior and said that our daughter needs to be spanked. I took my daughter with me to stay at my brother's house because I don't want my wife to punish her for something completely natural. She text bombed me all night and I'm having second thoughts on our marriage. What should I do? Edit. We never spoke about this during our discussion on how we would raise her.
Reddit doesn't allow downvotes on ads anymore. I'll block and report each one, now. Likely just on Reddit mobile, but you used to be able to downvote ads. I'm well aware it didn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but it at least allowed me to visually skip over them more easily since promoted is in a tiny font. Especially annoying for those ads that try to act like Reddit content. Megathread, everything you need to know about shaving from razormes.com. Gross. Now, you can only upvote ads, and if you accidentally upvote, there is no taking it back. No ability to downvote or unclick it. Every time I see an ad now, I'm going to report it as spam and block the poster. I didn't used to care much, just wanted a visual identifier so I could skip over them more easily. But now? F***CKM. Enjoy the reports, and I never have to see anything that poster posts again.
TIFU. By telling both my wife and mom about an item on eBay I wanted for my birthday, they unknowingly got into a bidding war against each other and drove the price up considerably. So my birthday is coming up and I found an item on eBay that I thought would be cool as a present. I figured I would casually mention it to both my wife and my mom, not thinking that either of them would actually try to bid on it. Well, lo and behold, they both ended up bidding on it to try to win it for a birthday present for me, and they unknowingly got into a bidding war with each other. They ended up driving up the price by about $200 before my wife finally won the auction. They could have just bought it new in the store for $50 less than she won it for. TLDR, I mentioned to both my wife and mom about an item on eBay I thought would be nice for my birthday. They unknowingly got into a bidding war against each other and drove the price up considerably. TIFU. By texting my sister a pic of an Instagrammable drink. This was 6 years ago. My husband and I were at a brunch spot that served over-the-top Instagrammable cocktails. He got an extra spicy Bloody Mary with huge whole chilies as garnish. I texted my sister a photo of his drink, and then the text, "Husband," started the day off with a huge, spicy BM. I put my phone away and we had our brunch. An hour later my sister replied, "WTF, gross? You're turning into grandma." As it turns out, the text part went through just fine, but the photo providing context had failed to send. Our grandma had a reputation for being way too open about describing her bodily functions to anyone within earshot. My cell carrier's foo made my sister think I was beginning to lose my marbles too. TLDR, I accidentally sent my sister a TMI message about my husband's morning poop when I meant to make a play on words about a cocktail. TIFU. By using Bluetooth. I reactivated my account just to tell this story. I work in an office. A large, federal office building that is so quiet it could be mistaken for a library. Often without headphones, all you'll hear is the tack of keyboards and the occasional sniffle or cough. Today I was running late and had to sneak into my cubicle. All was going well and I thought I was in the clear. I put my headphones on, sign into my computer, and push play on my phone. OK by Mac Miller featuring Tyler the Creator blasts IF***CK her in the S every time I'm in a bad mood. At full phone volume to an otherwise pin-drop silent office floor before I could pause it. I don't think anyone knows it was me, or if they do they didn't say anything. TLDR, I played inappropriate music out loud to a silent room thinking my headphones were connected. TIFU. By using the phonetic name of a colleague might sound a bit weird, but bear with me. A few years ago I had to go to Japan for a project. Our team were also treated to various dinners during the course of 2 weeks. Some at pretty upmarket places with geishas, etc. The geishas had difficulty in pronouncing a colleague, Percy's name. It came out sounding like P\**SSY San. I thought it funny and changed his contact to that in my phone. The day after we got back I forgot my phone at home. I phoned my wife and asked her to tell anyone that phoned to contact me on my landline. Guess who was the first to phone? My wife had no idea how to answer the call looking at the caller ID or even if she should answer. TLDR changed the caller ID of a contact to something X-rated, and my wife was the first to answer. Had a lot of explaining to do and convincing of my fidelity.